Welcome back. Domain 2 Technologies and Tools. The part 2.4. In this video we're going to see analyze and interpret output from security technologies. So the security technologies output, the list we are going to see one by one. So host-based firewalls, hits and heaps, antivirus and anti-malware, so firewall integration check, application whitelisting, DLP, removable media controls, patch management, UTMs, and data execution preventions, and web applications. So these all those listed this piece of feature is very important. So when it's come security technology output. So the firewall, so the host-based firewall is a piece of firewall software that runs on individual computer or device connected to a network. So this type of firewall or granular way to protect the individual host from virus and malware and control the speed of this harmful infection throughout the network. So normally the firewalls you can just type, there is a command also firewall.cpl, or else a type wf.msc at command prompts, or Linux you can use a UFW or iptables. There are different commands to open that firewall window to check the configurations. So output, you can check the logs, event viewers for Windows, and then where log files, so where the logs are located. So for Linux, so the host-based hits or heaps. The host-based or hits or heaps. So these both are used inside host computer. The hits to detect attacks, and the heaps is used to protect the computer against the attack. So both have filters set up to choose a alert type to filter. So you can see in the list here. So in the screen, the sensor on each host relay to centralized management console. So compiles data to identify distributed renders. So it included the false positive, legitimate traffic labeled as attack. So false negative attack labeled as a legitimate traffic. So match traffic identified as an attack with the actual network traffics. So the NITS SP8094, you can see more information and guide to intrusions, detections, and preventions system. We were talk about in the previous session. So you can also go through more about that ideas. So antivirus, anti-malware. So there are quite a few antivirus, anti-malware tools that will scan computer on regular basis, and they then produce report. So the list on right side, you can see the number of brand. You can see they are also providing the anti-malware, antivirus, and anti-malware, the combination, the feature already included in the antivirus package. You have to check that antivirus, anti-malware. So what are the features are there? What the features do with my computer? So something like that. So you have to make sure. Let's say if a McAfee antivirus softwares, they have the different variety of virus, so that have been quarantined, so they cannot cause us any damage. So if the virus infected, if it comes, so they sometime the quarantine, they put it in the quarantine folder to analyze. So you can also check in the outside, there's a total virus tool. So if you have any suspected virus file, so you can upload it to total virus. You can check, because there's a number of multiple scanning engines there. So you can also check. Anyway, the issues we are going to see, we have to make sure the AV not updated, outdated signatures, are false positive, and then maybe ignored or not seen, incorrect decisions, malware may still be present. So this kind of issues we face with the antivirus software. So the solutions is auto update. So always you must connect to internet, so to get an auto update. So make sure the internet connection is okay. If everything is okay, if there is any problem, so the first step you can reinstall, or else you can contact your provider, antivirus provider. So on the detach systems from the networks and use multiple AV product, example Malwarebytes, manual removal, hunting malware with the system internal tool. So we will talk about that. So there is a link, the tutorial, Mark Rashinuch video. So you can Google and find it. So the link, you can watch the previous videos, you can see that. So on the Reimage the systems. File integrity. So the file integrity is, as Microsoft has its system file integrity tool, so that can replace a corrupted file by replacing them with a copy held in composed folder with system32. You can run the command for Windows. You can run that command sfc /scan now. As you can see in the right side, there is a two. The first one is the top one is for Windows. The second is for Linux. So hashes are periodically, so the computer cryptographic hashes such as SSH-1s or MD5 for all selected files and creates a database of the hashes. So hashes are periodically recalculated and compared to the hashes in the database to check for the modifications. Output to the centralized server, so for alert determines of what changed and why. So this type of questions you have to check, so this is a known one. So and then we can go the next topic is application whitelisting. So application whitelisting determines the rules on what applications are allowed to be run on a computer. So on the right side there's an example. So application whitelisting using the some app locker. So you can see there's a very good example. So if this would mean that the end user could only use the approved application. So if the application is not on the list, it is not allowed to be installed. So this is the example of the application whitelisting using the Microsoft application control policy tool called App Locker. So you can see the Windows App Locker based on the condition published for digital signed files, a path which identify an application by its locating so file hash which uses a system computed cryptographic hashes. So data loss preventions. So data loss prevention, the DLP templates, they have the templates can be set up to prevent email with sensitive and PII data from being emailed out of the company. So DLP can prevent the removal of documents on the file server. So for example, we wish to set up a template to prevent Visa, MasterCard, Diners Club, JCP, Discovers and American Express details from being emailed out. So this is done by creating a template that consists of regular expression. So you can also Google it, what is regular expressions. So should that pattern be matched, the email will be blocked and an administrator will be notified. So you can Google it to get more information. So for example, regular expressions for credit card. So you can just Google it to get more examples. So the list, you can see the prevention sensitive information from physical or logical leaving corporate systems and the designed to detect, prevent unauthorized use and transmission of confidential information should include corporate data stored in the cloud. So network content filtering, proxy, system application, the white listings, hardware USB blocking. So removable media control. So yeah, most of the company they are already following. So they're blocking the port, something like that. So removable media are a very high security risk as it is easy to steal data using them. However, we can prevent this using a group policy. You can see one of the following options. um, so in the AD, in the AD you can see one of the following information. If you go to the Active Directory, so the group policy, so there you can find information. You can just Google it how to get that details. So this would prevent someone insert a USB drive or another from of removable media to steal data. So this follow the list you can see the quick brief understanding bullet points. So detect or prevent the use of removable media and local or network set by corporate policy. Exception handling, so used by corporate owned secure device. Scan removable media on each use. Encryption. So these all are the good practice for the security posture. So patch management. The patch manager is automatic update when possible, patching process, a vendor notification, testing stage, deployment reporting, alert on failed patches, patching all application set. So the Microsoft has got a patch management tool called Windows Server Update Service that allow you to pull down the latest update from the Microsoft website for different procedure. For example, so the good exam tips I would give. So application must be added to the whitelisting so that they can be approved to be used. So you can see the patch management. So you can see here. So there's a best exam tips. You can just memorize this one. So and then UTM, Unified Threat Management. So the UTM is a firewall that can allow that can also prevent URL filtering, content filtering, and malware inspections. So you can find these features in the some antivirus like Sophos, so and the McAfee. So UTM firewall versions, so there's a lot of competitor out there, so the feature is available there. So what specifically why we need this? So on all-in-one firewall appliance, so single interface, single vendor. So there's a management consoles on network IDS, IPS, URL filtering, so block websites based on the category or URL. So content inspections, application server, and then malware inspection. So these all are in the management tool, so you can control everything in the one single management console. So in the F-Secure, there is one of the companies, the F-Secure, they have the policy managers server. So the McAfee and Symantec, they have their own corporate package. So data execution preventions, DEP. DEP, so when DEP is enabled, it prevents harmful programs such as virus and other threats from trying to execute in restricted area of operating system. So normally from the command prompts you can run the command wmic os get data execution prevention _ support policy. So you can just Google it how to get the command, so how to run the command data DEP command. So you will get exact command for the Windows. So that value will either be 0.1.2 and 3. So you will just play around with that command, so you will get more idea about this. So the main point is like a hardware or software. Main point is prevent malware from executing in memory space that is reserved for operating system processor. Both advanced micro device AMD and Intel platform have DEP hardware capability, so available on Windows 10 as well. So WAF is a well-known web applications firewalls. So WAF is used to prevent attack on web servers and the application that they host. So there's a lot of competitor, the vendor, there's Cisco, SonicWall, Sonic call is a very easy to understand, so you can also watch a lot of YouTube videos or else or documentations on Google. So just Google it to find the configurations and the screenshot, everything. So normally, so why we need this? So controls input and outputs or access from to or by an applications or service are based on categories, rules, or heuristics. Deep package inspections functions at the layer 7s of the OSA model. WAF protects web application from known attack injections, buffer overflow, etc. Often include in other firewalls types, proxy, IPS, IDS. Okay, exam preparations. This security tool is the best for checking to see if specific system file have been changed and report on those changes. Answer: file integrity checker. Answer is file integrity checker. Okay, that's it guys for this video. We will see you on later on videos. Please subscribe my channel, press the bell button to get more update, and then please share my video if you like. Thank you. Bye bye.